So, some of you were a little bit bothered by my last video, and you couldn't tell if I was joking or being serious. This is the videos about working at Chipotle, and I'm aggressively ranting about all the things I don't like about working at Chipotle. Some of you can relate, and I appreciate you guys who've been through that hell. A lot of people were asking, why are you doing this at all? Sorry, there's like weird noises because there's leaves everywhere. I'm like outside. Anyway, now that I'm location doxed, let's talk. Because I won't be here for much longer. Someone said, if you can work at Chipotle, you can probably work in a different place. I mean, it looks like you got a van. Why don't you just go to a better city? What the hell, dude? I'm going to go to a better city. In fact, I've traveled to, I think, it's been dozens of cities now. You guys don't know this, but I've been traveling the U.S. for the past 2 years. I've traveled all through Colorado, through Utah, through California, through the desert, through the mountains, through Tahoe, and I've been doing it almost for free. Either working remotely or doing video work, animation work for Web3 companies. So believe me, guys, I'm not like a skillless guy who's just like, oh, I can work at Chipotle. I don't have any skills. No, that's far from the case. Someone said, OMG, Karen, if you don't like working at Chipotle, there are way better jobs, man. Have you ever looked into oil/gas field work? Yeah, this guy says, to any kids reading this, learn a trade. Yeah, totally agree. Totally support the trades. Keep at it, guys. Keep at it. One person also said, hey, what if your boss sees this video? He actually watched it at work. He watched it yesterday at Chipotle. I told him, I was like, bro, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to talk a bunch of shit about you. He's like, oh, awesome. You're not going to like dox my face, are you? I was like, no. He fired a bunch of people, and when I said that in the video, like the next day he kind of started like going on and on about why he had to fire people, which is like a whole third video in and of itself, which is pretty funny. We had people like stealing food and stealing money, stupid shit, and lying to his face about things. Like people got fired because they needed to be fired. Let's face it. Chipotle talent doesn't necessarily, you can't attract really great talent and great people for these jobs because they're just like that. So let me segue into why I chose to work at Chipotle. It's because I wanted to buy myself time. I learned to code about 3 years ago, and I've been building software since then. I actually built my own tools last year that I used as I traveled around California and through the mountains, and I was doing like video animation for Web3 companies, mostly for the Base Chad project, the Chad on Base. I did a bunch of their video marketing, and I actually built my own tools to facilitate the production of this content. And I'm going to share those now with the world, especially Task AI. And this is not for everybody because most of you aren't ambitious. You're happy with your job, and if that's the case, then this isn't for you. You should only be signing up for Task AI and joining me on this journey if you're the kind of person who wants to take back control of your own life, your own income, and of course, take back power from the elite who've been running everything and who've been siphoning all of your money away, etc., etc. I really do believe that the people who change the world are the people who build businesses, the people who make enough money to have real influence in politics and in the culture. And if you want to learn how to do that, if that's you, if you want to take that next step, there's going to be a link in the description where you can join Task AI in this initial batch of 30 members. There's going to be a trial period, so you can try the app and see how awesome it is. And then in a couple of days, we will be launching the first offer, which is just for people who want to join me one-on-one and be a part of a Founders Circle group to get the app going and help you solve your biggest challenges in either creating your first offer, creating your first business, and or creating your marketing. So if that's you, you can join in the link in the description. Thanks everyone who's been watching and following. I'm just getting started on this new journey, and if you came here for more memes, then I've explained this many times, like the memes don't actually make money, and I don't want to be just another YouTuber who's just making random stuff that's really making no money. I'm building a software, becoming a CEO, and growing to make millions and millions of dollars. That's the goal, because if I don't have millions of dollars, I can't really affect the culture. I can't really affect politics. I wish it wasn't that way, but the reality is that there are people who run the planet, and they have the money and the influence to be able to do that, which is why I'm on this journey. And again, this is not for all of you, so you should just leave if you're the kind of person who is terrified of that, or if you're super autistic about, oh, I need this. I don't know how much I can belabor that point, because my audience is pretty autistic, but we're transitioning out of the in the meme autism and into a new level of business for people who want to run businesses. And when you join Task AI in the next week, you get the Alex Hormozi Offer Builder, which is a preset workspace where you're going to be able to generate your own offer, your own Grand Slam offer. And it's totally risk-free, like it's free to sign up, and the compute is already paid for by yours truly. So enjoy it while you can, and I look forward to seeing some of you on the inside in the Founders Circle. Hey, like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon.